So welcome back. The question's still coming in about COVID-19 and the state's response. We're continuing our live conversation with Governor Chris Sununu. Governor, Lisa asks, when will driver's ed programs be allowed to resume driving instruction? And when will the DMV offer driving tests and exams for new drivers?
So the DMV is offering their driver exams. You can go online and make an appointment. There's a limited number of facilities right now, and that will be expanding in the coming weeks. So as part of phase 2 of DMV's opening, they're going to open up new facilities. So right now it's a little limited where you can go to take the test, but the test is available. The private driver's ed programs, I believe that guidance is going to be released very, very shortly. But I think the DMV is trying to provide as much flexibility as possible. I got a 15-and-a-half-year-old son myself, so I'm in the exact same boat, and we're trying to get it going as quickly as we can.
All right, Janice asks, is there any news on summer camps just yet?
So we've been working very hard on summer camps. The two aspects, one is the overnight summer camps as well as the day camps, two very different pathways. We've been talking about it a lot for the past month. I think we'll have an announcement sometime in the next week or so to get them going later in the summer. So it's looking very positive, but there's still a little bit to be worked out.
So our next question, last week someone asked about property owner requirements for mortgages and property taxes if they're not getting rental income. You promised an update this past week. What's the latest on that issue?
So we'll be releasing a kind of a comprehensive website for folks that need any sort of help in terms of rental relief, utility relief, whatever it might be, folks that just need help paying the bills. In terms of the moratoriums that currently exist for landlords and banks in terms of foreclosures and evictions, given that the court system is not going to be prepared to take on any of those moratoriums will likely still be in place. And what we found is the number of folks that are defaulting or just not paying their rent is about the same as it was before. So there's still instances here and there. There are still one-off instances, but for the most part, because the unemployment insurance has been so successful, people getting a lot more from the federal government, they've been able to pay their rent, even in very tough economic times, been able to put food on their table. So that's been a very positive aspect of this. So if folks aren't paying, we really encourage landlords or banks to work out some sort of type of payment program with individuals because, again, there's just so much money out there on unemployment. There's a lot of opportunity to pay those bills.
Susan asks, can you make it mandatory to wear face masks while in public? As a high-risk person, when I go to the grocery store, all I see are people not wearing a mask. It does not make me feel too safe.
So we're not at the point in the state right now, and our numbers continue to go down and get better. That's a very good thing, and we are not and haven't been at the point where we really need to mandate mask wearing in public. Everyone has different experiences. I can honestly tell you I was at the grocery store last night, and there weren't many people in the store, but everyone was wearing a mask. And I understand there are situations where it seems like a lot of people are not, so it can kind of come and go. But for the most part, I really do think, and we understand that the public does take it responsibly for the most part, but we're just not at the point where we have to mandate mask wearing in public.
And Bill asks, how long will restaurants only have outside seating? I'm not asking for an exact date, but approximately how long in between phases?
It's actually a really great question. So what we like to see is at least 2 to 3 weeks of data as we take steps, whether it's restaurants or lodging or whatever it might be, the beaches or these new businesses we're starting to open up. 2 to 3 weeks of data, because that way we're really looking at the trends and making sure we're not seeing spikes up in any one specific area of business, and then we can take another step. So that's not a promise on any specific date, but it's about really understanding the data because everything we do is based on that.
And our next question is there any state oversight on businesses like restaurants reopening? Are all the guidelines set out mandatory?
Yeah, so all the guidelines that we put out are mandatory. Now, to be fair, within those guidelines, sometimes we'll say, look, it's recommended that this or this or this. So there could be recommendations within there, but the guidelines themselves are codified. They are effectively the law of the land, if you will. And it looks at everything, whether you're talking about hygiene, how you deal with employees, how you deal with customers. We try to cover all the bases within the guidelines, but they do have to be adhered to.
Okay, we've got more questions coming in. We'll join Governor Sununu again in the next segment for more of his answers. Stay with us.